Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver
Hey guys,
now.
Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com. We have a little tamp down tantrum from the riggers today. It kind of reassures us that we're still on the same rigging pattern. They could click a mouse and put the price of silver at minus $40. That's what you got to remember, because they did it with oil. Why wouldn't they do it with silver at the end game? Doesn't mean that your silver is worth either any more or any less than it was a couple days ago when it was at $54. What it does prove is that the markets are rigged with paper contracts. This is all a COMEX-driven price smash. We know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows the bankers are short silver in London, so they have to get as much physical silver over there as possible. How do you do it? You slam the price down and then hope that there's some big people puking up contracts and play the game. That's how the game works. I don't know anybody who's panicking on this one. I don't think anybody would panic. The reality of where we stand on the physical shortness of physical silver on every market in every industry is starting to make the papers, and people starting to talk about it. So I think a lot of this has to do with the Fed meeting on Wednesday. They're going to come out with an announcement, and they're going to lower interest rates. If they do a half a point, look out above for silver. But again, price means nothing. What matters is how many ounces you have, and it's a great time to buy silver. I mean, anything under $50 is a screaming buy, and the way we sliced through $50 a couple weeks ago, I had put a private road discussion out on how long it takes to set that $50 floor. It's 2 to 6 weeks. This is kind of the beginning of week 3. So we're right in that time frame when we're going to go back up, probably after the ridiculous meeting on Wednesday where they lower interest rates. Stock market's going to go up. Everything's going to go up. Gold's going to go up. Silver, they might allow it to go up. One of the things that this artificial slam did do is turn the gold-silver ratio back into catastrophic areas. We're at 86 to 1. 86 to 1. Just shows you how artificial this game is now. There's no use in crying about it or complaining to anybody because there's nobody working right now at the CFTC. They announced when the government shut down, they announced the regulators won't be around. Can you imagine? It's like a Democrat city where they announce we're not going to arrest anybody if your crime's under $800. This is the exact same type of thing. They can rig the markets. Voila. Does it help the bad guys in the short run? Yes. It gets them so that they can pick up some metal cheap and deliver it into contracts that are compounding upon each other. Right now, the word is London is short over 100 million ounces, and that's just for this month. And then next month starts again. I think the COMEX contract starts Thursday. So if you didn't know, we are having the very largest silver non-delivery month deliveries in the history of COMEX. We are approaching 40 million ounces delivered on a non-delivery month. That's how panicky these guys are. That's why they're slamming the price, amongst other reasons, obviously. With no regulator, it doesn't really, they can do whatever they want. The regulator is not going to go back and look at what they did unless Trump does something. And Trump has no intention of stopping the market rigging. No, he's got other stuff to do. Market rigging is the easiest thing the U.S. has ever done. Computers and derivatives. Program in where you want the price for the next 6 years and go away. That's all you got to do. Having said that, those with physical silver in their own possession are going to win this game. They are going to win this game. So get your physical now. It will become unobtainium. I don't know what the price will be, though. I mean, the price could be minus $40, but you can't buy any. That's how divorced price and physical availability of silver is right now. All right. Let's see. What could they be gunning for? Now, could this slam be gunning for the moving averages? I don't think so. There's just too many buyers now already trying to get. I think this is a very short-term issue with the banksters freaking out about not having any metal in London. But who knows, right? The moving averages, your low possibility is $40.89 for the 100-day moving average, and 200-day moving average is $36.60. Still well above what we started the year at, but they could go for that slam. The last time they did it, it cost them 70 million ounces to do it. I think this is costing them right now. Today is a big day for anybody who wants to get kind of like last licks of physical silver on the industrial side. And in India and China and Russia and any of the big players, this is what they wait for, the big slam downs. So we will see what happens. It's a very interesting time. And there are no regulators, so that doesn't matter. So if you're like me and you have physical silver in your own possession, you're sitting on the sidelines watching the game, just another day, another slam down. Big deal. I feel more comfortable on the slam downs than the rises. It's odd. When you've been through this game for so long, the slam downs, that they're expending metal, and that's a good thing. Because they don't have it. They're playing a derivative game, and that's all there is to this game. So we're going to see huge numbers traded today because of this slam. Probably try to hold it off. The CFT or the CME keeps raising margin requirements and things like that. We're probably going to see another billion ounces traded today on the COMEX in a situation where they're trying to cover 100 million ounces and they have to trade 1 billion ounces in a single day to try to get some metal. But who knows? And we don't even know who it is because the CFTC is not requiring these guys to tell the CFTC what to do because there's nobody there. There's no regulators there. Same old shit. We've been through this before. You want to know who needed metal very badly on this slam? It's right here. HSBC took 90 contracts in a single day. They went in, they bought it, and HSBC is the number one rigger, has been of silver for the last 180 years. Hong Kong Shanghai Bank is the name of that bank. So we'll see what happens. Wells Fargo got itself way over its skis in the Bank of America leasing scam. So they're having to pony up some silver. So yeah, imagine if Wells Fargo, one of the too big to fail bank, goes down because of their silver short. Interesting. And then we have, here's what's going on, and you can tell exactly who it is. So there's 7,748 contracts that have been called for delivery this month. Again, a non-delivery month. I think it almost doubles historical. Almost doubles. You don't think there's a problem? Next month is not a delivery month either. Probably do 50 million ounces. Why not? And then December is a delivery month. If we get to December, it'll be 100 million ounces. What are they going to do then? So I guess we'll find out. A couple things I want to point out. This. So in the Wall Street Journal, Judy Shelton talks about her idea of having a long-term U.S. bond linked to gold. 50-year gold bond. It's basically for show because no one else is doing it. But the reality of, especially in the United States of America, of this 50-year gold bond actually maturing and you getting the gold after 50 years, there's probably a 0.001 chance you'd get that gold. Politically, you don't think they'd reverse anything that Trump did? Come on now. Let's think this through. Has any country... I mean, the United States defaulted on gold in 1934. They defaulted on gold, or 33 or 34. They defaulted on gold in 1971. Why would anything change? It's just worse now. The political divide is impossible to understand how we can even have an election again. So a gold-backed bond lasting 50 years is just another derivative added to the mix. I like Judy. She's smart. But she's got to understand that the credibility is what you need in that kind of situation. And the United States has no credibility. on any front, in any country, in any financial system. We have been the big riggers all along. Yes, I do think gold will be the major part of the new currency, but let's take a look at the debt clock. We've hit $38 trillion in the debt clock. Who would buy a 50-year bond for the United States? What do we have? 380 trillion by then? Probably a quadrillion by then. And then you got your little gold payoff that, you got Democrats, Republicans in office. Which one of them was going to take the gold before the other one? I mean, it's such a ridiculous concept on the face of it that, I like that she's talking about gold, but it's very naive to think that there's any faith and trust left in the system. And when you have it's kind of like cryptos too. Why you can't have a gold-backed crypto or a silver-backed crypto, because it's all about third-party risk. All the faith is gone. So third-party risk, if there's any third-party risk at all, you won't get your gold back. You won't get your silver back. So it's just for show. Hey, here's what we're doing. Everybody believed that the U.S. dollar is strong because we back some of it with gold on a 50-year bond. It's just insane. Now, after the crash, yeah, I would agree that there could be something that could be done. But the bond can't be pay at maturity in gold. It would have to be at any time you can cash it in for gold. And they don't do it that way. So, yeah, Judy, I like Judy, but come on, let's get serious here. No country is going to back their currency in redeemable gold. That would just what does that mean? They can't create more currency? No, we know that the United States of America has created at least, well, let's see, Catherine Austin Fitts found like 30 trillion in extra debt, and then Skidmore came in later and said, "Oh my God, have you seen the bond market? It's over 100 trillion." And then Elon finds 14 computers throughout the U.S. government creating money out of thin air, paying bills in the trillions or quadrillions, who knows how much, nobody knows how much, to their deep state buddies. Look at Stacey Abrams. Gets $1.5 billion. Are you kidding me? That's my taxpayer money. Right now, according to the U.S. debt clock, if you're a tax-paying citizen of the U.S., owe $327,507 on the debt. The vast majority of that debt is fraud. Is giving it to giving it to Zelensky to fight the war, and then he takes it and gives it to his buddies at FTX, and they donate to all the crypto pro-crypto Congress people. That's the deep state pedo people. And that's what you have to pay this interest on. That's what you're doing every time you pay taxes. We've hit peak insanity. So yeah, is this little silver slam going to last? I don't know, and I don't care. I have my metal in my own possession. If you can get some metal, go for it. Load the truck up. I don't think it'll go past this week, because once they change the interest rates, they're trying to condition everything before this big interest rate lowering thing. So what do? You slam gold and silver. How many times have we seen it? Thousands of times since I've been involved, 25 years. Thousands of times, the exact same thing, over and over and over again. This is a paper slam. Slam it all you want. Slam away. India loves it. China loves it. Anybody buying metal is saying great. And oh, by the way, it doesn't cover the 100 million ounces you owe in London, and next month you'll probably just stack on another 100 million. So you're at 200 million, and then by December, probably 400 million ounces that are owed. And what are you going to do? Keep playing this game and not get the physical silver? Anyway, that's my little hand-holding invent for today's action. We've seen it a million times. Not worried. I like. So people ask me about the debt clock all the time. This is not. this is not a U.S. government type of website. They use certain parameters from the U.S. government, and then they program in so that it changes. It's a private website. It's a .org. It's not .gov. So, I mean, it looks official sometimes. It doesn't look as official anymore. It used to look really official. But, they throw in the silver numbers. The dollar to silver ratio in 5 years, it should be $1,555 per ounce. I think it's higher than that, but truthfully, I don't even look at price anymore. What you need to look at is gold silver ratio. That's all that matters. That's all that ever mattered. The fiat monetary system is a joke. It's ridiculous. It's sad. And we've never been on a world's reserve currency. So we've never seen what happens when all currencies fail at the same time. If the U.S. dollar fails, U.S. dollar goes up and down in relation to other currencies. That's it. Other unbacked currencies. And oh, by the way, it's rigged with the computers, the same computers that Alan Greenspan invented back in the 70s. So, people say, oh my God, the dollar's going to die. Compared to what? Compared to gold and silver, yeah. Compared to the yuan, no. Compared to the euro, no. Compared to Australian dollar, no. Canadian dollar, no. They're all fake. And they're all put where they need to go to keep the game going. So that's where we are. Okay, you can take this number today, if they get down to, say, 45 or whatever they get down to, and then talk to me in a week. Talk to me next Monday, and we'll see where that price is again. It's insane. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Lots going on the private road. Go check that out, roadtoruta.com. If you want free updates, go to roadtoruta.com. On the left side, there's a public road update. It's right here. Put your name and email address in there. It's getting really hot out there. Remember, Trump wants this all done and moving forward by 4th of July, 2026. So if he's going to collapse the entire system, it's going to have to be at least 6 months prior. So the next 3 or 4 months, we should see some complete collapse. And I don't think there'll be a half collapse like 2008. I don't see Congress ever. Truthfully, I don't even think Congress is going to come back into to vote again. They're not going to agree. They never will. This is the end game for the Democrats, the socialists. They think we collapse the government, we win. So, crazy days. This is Bix Weir. I'll talk to you later.